Before you start reading this scary tale, I strongly recommend you stay with me until the end. The story builds up slowly, but the ending will shock you and stay with you long after. Get ready for a spine-chilling journey. Chapter 1. The Birthday Surprise. When Mark decided to surprise his 6-year-old son Tommy for his birthday, he didn't expect the gift to change everything. Mark found an old clown costume at a local thrift shop, complete with colorful ruffles, oversized shoes, and a bright red nose. He imagined the joy on Tommy's face when he saw his dad dressed as a clown to perform at his party. What Mark didn't know was that the costume carried a dark past, one that had turned every wearer into a monster. The party started well. Kids laughed as Mark juggled and made balloon animals. But after a while he felt strange. The heavy makeup he had put on to complete the clown look seemed to settle into his skin, and the tight costume felt like it was tightening around him. Mark tried to shrug off the creeping unease, thinking it was just nerves. Yet when Tommy smiled wide and said, "Dad, you look so real," something about that comment sent a cold shiver down Mark's spine. Chapter 2. The First Changes. That night Mark woke up feeling different. His skin itched beneath the costume, still hanging in his room even though he'd taken it off. Touching his face in the dim moonlight, he noticed it had a faint, unnatural texture, almost like rubber. Strange urges filled him. He wanted to entertain but also felt an aggressive pull. Over the next few days, Mark's personality began shifting. His voice deepened into a guttural tone, and whenever he looked in the mirror, a faint grin seemed to stretch wider than natural. Tommy noticed his father's strange mood swings and tried to ask questions, but Mark would just laugh uneasily and tell him to enjoy the memories of the party. Mark soon discovered the costume was impossible to remove. No matter how hard he pulled, the fabric clung to him as if it was alive. Panicked, he started researching the history of the suit. Late one night, he stumbled upon an old article about a clown performer who vanished years ago after wearing the same robe and makeup. The story suggested the costume was cursed. Once worn, it trapped the wearer inside a monstrous transformation. Chapter 3. The Dark Truth Unveiled. Determined to protect Tommy, Mark vowed to get rid of the suit. But each attempt to destroy or burn the costume failed, as the flames seemed almost to hesitate and the fabric refused to burn. Worse, the changes to Mark's body grew worse. His hands became thick and powerful with claw-like nails, and his face morphed with a permanent, terrifying smile painted across lips that felt unnatural. Mark returned to the thrift shop, hoping to find the previous owner or some clue. The shopkeeper, an elderly woman named Margot, revealed a shocking truth. The costume was part of an ancient curse tied to a cruel performer who sold his soul for fame. The curse fed on the wearer's fear and anger, turning them into a rage-fueled demon. She warned Mark the only way to end the nightmare was to confront the source of the curse in a place called the Carnival of Shadows, an abandoned fairground outside town. Mark knew he had no choice. He had to face the ancient evil or risk losing himself forever, and more frightening, his son. Chapter 4. The Carnival of Shadows. Under the light of a thick fog and a crescent moon, Mark entered the Carnival of Shadows. Empty tents flapped in the wind, shadows twisted into grotesque shapes, and distant sounds of carnival music echoed eerily. The cursed costume tightened around his body, but Mark pushed forward. Deep inside, Mark found a cracked mirror surrounded by faded carnival masks. As he looked into it, his reflection writhed and laughed maniacally. Suddenly, the clown suit seemed to pulse like a living thing. A shadowy figure emerged from the mirror, a twisted reflection of the original performer who sold his soul. It offered Mark a choice: surrender to the curse and gain eternal power, or destroy the mirror, which would break the curse but trap Mark's soul in the carnival forever. Mark's mind raced with fear and hope. He thought of Tommy, his bright-eyed son, waving eagerly, waiting for his dad to come home. In that moment, Mark reached deep inside for strength. With all his willpower, he smashed the cracked mirror with a heavy carnival mallet he found nearby. The mirror shattered with a deafening crack. The cursed suit started to dissolve into mist, peeling away from Mark's skin. The shadowy figure screamed and vanished into the night. Exhausted and barely human, Mark collapsed on the dirty carnival ground, knowing his sacrifices had saved his family, but at a terrible cost. Chapter 5. The Aftermath. Mark awoke the next morning in a hospital bed, the nightmare seeming like a bad dream. The costume and its horrific grip were gone, but he felt forever changed. Tommy was safe, his innocence preserved, and the party was only a joyful memory now, for the kids at least. Mark knew to keep the carnival's dark secret buried deep and warned himself never to seek fame through shortcuts or dark magic. Yet sometimes, late at night, he could hear faint carnival music in the wind, or catch a glimpse of a smile too wide and unnatural in the mirror's reflection. One lesson was painfully clear. Some costumes are never just costumes. Some old terrors never truly die. They only wait for the next soul foolish enough to wear their mask. Thank you for following this chilling tale inspired by the 2014 movie Clown. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to the channel for more thrilling tales. Don't forget to activate notifications so you never miss a new video. Give this video a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and share it with friends who enjoy horror. Your support helps keep the stories coming.